My name is Armen Donelian. I'm the co-director of HUDSON JAZZWORKS, along with Marc Mommaas. We present the HUDSON Jazz Workshop every year in August for 4 days in Hudson, New York.
We started 10 years ago. It was really an idea that Armen came up with. It was something we discussed, and Armen is an incredible teacher, has been teaching for a very long time.
Well, we start off by sharing a meal together on Thursday night and then go right into a jam session.
There are a lot of camps out there, and a lot of great camps out there for a lot of different audiences, for a lot of different musicians, aspiring musicians, for amateurs. And the last thing we wanted to do is to develop another similar camp. So it was important to us to create an identity that was specific and was helpful. It had a purpose, you know. And so what we decided upon is to bring together students and limit it to 10 students in total, absolute max, and get very personal and very deep.
It's a very intensive weekend of harmonic, melodic, rhythmic exploration. We talk about composition, we talk about improvisation. We go into issues that the students themselves raise. We have combo workshops, we have a master class where we answer questions and go deeply into the students' individual concerns. We have students coming from all over the world. Armenia, Brazil, Holland, Denmark. This year we had a student from Nigeria. We all come together and in a matter of hours and days form these small but yet very intensive groups, work on works in progress, and then we present them at the concert. And it's often amazing how quickly bonds are formed and great music can happen. On Friday, I'll teach a class in harmonic ear training. I usually focus on advanced topics involving voicings and chord tensions and so on and so forth. There's a lot of very fine details in this melody, chromatic details that influence the sound of the harmony. Then the bridge. G minor 7. On Friday, we have a class on ear training, which covers advanced topics. Then we go into a instrumental master class. I'll work with the piano players and guitar players. Marc works with the horn players and other melodic instrumentalists or vocalists. On Saturday, Marc teaches in the same period a workshop on rhythmic training. We talk about polyrhythm, mixed meters, and rhythmic development using several limbs for independence.
3, 4. Ta, ke, ta, ki, ta, ta, ke, ta, ki, ta, ta, ke, ta, ki, ta, ta, ki, ta, tum. Ta, ke, ta, ki, ta, ta, ke, ta, ki, ta, ta, ke, ta, ki, ta, ta, ke, ta, tum.
In the afternoon, during the question and answer period, we can cover any topics that the students raise. Sometimes they'll raise questions about harmonic development, composition. They'll ask questions about practice routines, or even life issues, being a musician, how to survive in the music business, and then other kinds of emotional factors that come up dealing with the realities of being a musician in our society. And the relevance of music as a pursuit, as a life pursuit. Yes, didn't I point that out the other day that I liked that part? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you went to the new key.
I don't know, I know that it's cheesy, but it's just a...
So, in other words, the most important thing is to create a very protected environment where you can be as vulnerable as possible. In other words, you can ask all the questions that you think are silly, or that you're dealing with, but you're afraid to ask, or things that are challenging you that you don't want to deal with in a real life situation. And that's what we're here for. It's not that we are like a self-help program or anything like that, but it is at least a protective environment where, if you feel so, you can ask the questions at any time you desire.
Then on Sunday, the final day of the workshop, we invite a guest artist to come in and give a clinic on the topic of their choice. And this year it was Chris Washburn, the founding director of the Louis Armstrong jazz program at Columbia University. But in the past we've had luminaries such as David Liebman, Reggie Workman, NEA jazz master Sheila Jordan, and many others come and do a workshop and work with the students. And that could be just talking for 2 hours, it could be playing for 2 hours, it could be any combination of activities that the artist decides to do. After lunch, then we go to the local arts organization called the Hudson Opera House, where we give a concert for the public. The students have a chance to showcase the works in progress that they've created in their combos throughout the course of the workshop. Marc and I and the guest artists will perform several numbers by ourselves, and at the end we have a kind of a rousing conclusion with a jam on a blues or rhythm changes or something like that, kind of tying to the knot at the end of the concert.
The side effect of it all is that since all these students want to make a career out of it, or most of them anyways, is that without them realizing it, maybe now at this time, they are creating a network for themselves. And that is incredibly valuable. Even for me as a musician, I still play with musicians that I met at camps, that were designed somewhat like this.
The Hudson Jazz Workshop is a great opportunity for the participants to network with each other and with the faculty. Very often, the students who come to the workshop then become students of either Marc or myself or the guest artist. That's happened in a number of cases. Or students will go on to go and perform and play in their own groups. All in all, program that addresses the person as well as the musician, the aspiring professional, as well as the dedicated amateur. There are many students from around the world who are already playing at a professional level, and then there's some adult students that have been playing as a kind of side activity to their other professions, like doctors, lawyers, who've been playing music for many years and are quite talented and accomplished. We welcome them all.